Welcome back, everybody. Today we are flying from Kilo Foxtrot Lima Lima, and we are flying to Golf Bravo India Alpha. That's Grand Bahama International Airport. Today we are flying the 172, and yeah, so we're going to get started here. Flight controls, free and correct. We're going to turn on the master. And we're going to go Richter full mix. Throttle at a quarter inch open. And then just make the feet on the pedals here. Take a look out the window. Nobody around. Nobody around that way. And go to the prop. To 1,000 RPM, we're going to check oil pressures in, temperature is still low, which is normal. And then turn on our avionics here, we can turn on the beacon. And yeah, what we're going to do is, it does look like there is some weather out there, so we are going to turn pitot heat on. Back, going to cycle the flaps. Flaps come down, which is good. Down. Looks like Florida ground is here. That there, so we are good. Let's check the. Can't really see, but rudder. That's working too. Alright. So we are going to go to runway 10 left. We're actually going to see what this guy has to say if we do this. But first we're just going to do direct. Directional gyro is not aligned, so we are directly south. Now we're going to clear that. Flight plan. Delete flight plan, enter. Now we're going to go direct. No, we don't want to do that. Why are you doing this? Kilo. We're not going to go kilo. We're going to go golf. Golf. It's touchy. Bravo. Come on. India. And Alpha. But that didn't come up with an airport, which is not good. So I'm just going to look it up here. I thought that's what it was. MYGF, that's what it is. Mike. GF direct. There we go. Understood. It is aligned though now. All right. Let's see if ground is there. Fort Lauderdale ground, Charlie Yankee Foxtrot Alpha. Probably help if I tune to the correct frequency. 121. Here we go. Florida ground, Charlie Yankee Foxtrot Alpha. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anybody there. So, we're just going to make our own way. We get ourselves a taxiway without hitting anything. We are looking to take off from runway 10 left. Let's get Boogie in here. I've been flying the 737 the last couple of days, so it is a little bit different going to a different aircraft. If you were watching yesterday, we did have a couple of issues, which I did end up resolving, but for some reason the scenery pack decided to not work for us. I got to figure it out. I did reinstall the scenery pack, and it seems to be working there now. Well, I seem to be lost, so I'm just going to kind of go out to the runway here. We are going to do a run up here though. 1700 RPM. Oil temperature's in the green, oil pressure is in the green. Alright. Pull the mixture back. We do have a drop on RPM. We are going to check the left magneto here. Magneto, drop a 50, back to both. Alright, right magneto, drop a 50, and back to both. We will squawk 1200 here. Alright. Bring her back to idle and let's head out to the runway here. Check sure trim is set for takeoff. I do have a Cytec trim wheel, so feet off the brakes. Woo, easy there, killer. Power to full. For 70, let's trim out the aircraft here. And we're going to climb to 8,000 feet. So I don't know what I have no idea what the weather is going to be like when we get out there. But we are going to, we are flying to Grand Bahama International Airport, which is in Freeport. We were going to go to, I was going to go to Nassau today, but I just don't have the time for it, so. Still got richer mix. We're going to check our oil temperature is high, which is to be expected. Oil pressure is still in the green. We are full power. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Zoom in the GPS a little bit here. Still looking good. I checked the weather. It did say that the weather was a little bit stormy, and it looks like out over the Bahamas, though, it still, excuse me, it still was looking fine. Crosswind there from the looks of it. Stay on course here. Hold this. Oop, don't want to do that. Easy there. Oops. Hold this heading. There we go. 3,000 feet. We are leaving the coast behind. We are just going to trim up just a wee bit here. We do want to be pitched for 70. The aircraft may have a mind of its own now. Yep, it does. Like everything was good there. Hopefully, from what it looks like on the weather radar, we should be able to make the visual for the runway in Bahamas. We're going to stop at 6,000 feet. Looks like we do have a bit of a tailwind there with us as well, which is good. We make up some extra time. Looks like we could be flying into the clouds here. It will be IFR at that point, but hopefully we'll be VFR once we get to the airport. Probably try and bring us back down to 10 to 5,000 feet. I think that's where we're going to cruise at. So we're going to pull the power back to cruise power. Pull the mixture back there, a little bit of a drop. And at this rate, actually we can bring the power back just down a little bit more, 2200. Alright, so let's do our cruise checklist. Oil temperature is still good, oil pressure is good, still got vacuum, amperage, and our fuel flow is down, which is good. Looks like we got about 10 gallons in each tank, 20 gallons, we should have plenty of fuel to get there. Pump this up just a wee bit. We are going to be IFR right now, so autopilot going there. We're going to give it a wee bit more power here. We're going to watch our instruments. And there we go, everything's still looking good. We do have the pitot heat on, just because we are going through some clouds. You can all turn on the nav and the strobe lights as well. That doesn't do anything anyway, so alright, and there we are. Everything is still looking good there. We are in level flight. We'll check our compass. The heading is still looking good there. Yeah, I'd say we're still looking good. We're just in the bottoms of the clouds, so you can see the ocean. Cruising at 95 knots, we have a ground speed of 111, so we are making pretty good speed here. Turn the autopilot off and hand fly for a little bit. We're going to shed just a wee bit of power there. If we do that, it's going to have a bit of a nose down attitude. Fix this. It's a little tricky when you're flying instruments here. You are going to give it some power, get us up to 2200 RPM. A little bit of nose up trim. Watch the GPS there just to make sure that we are still on course. And we are flying instruments right now, which I figured I knew it was cloudy, but I didn't think it'd be like this.
Yeah.
Ground speed 108 knots, so we're still doing fairly well here. Power's still doing good, fuel good, temps and pressures are still good. I would say things are fantastic. Turn just a wee bit here. And we're gonna switch. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. They won't be able to. They probably won't be able to do weather for us, anyways. You can see we can get weather for the airport, but I don't think it matters. Just shed a wee bit of power here. Of course, so let's fix that. The nose down trim here. I'm just gonna switch frequencies. We are 34 minutes out. Give it a little bit of extra power there, just give us a little bit more speed. Check the weather at the airport there. Temperature on. Looks like there is a little bit of rain there, but nothing we can't handle. So our next leg after this, we will probably fly. We might fly into Nassau, or we might fly right down to Grenada, depending on what kind of time period I have. We are about 30 minutes out, 60 miles almost. Fly into some more clouds here. Still looks like we have a wee bit of a tailwind, but not much. Okay, so our oil temperature has come down there. Or sorry, not oil. Yeah, oil temperature has come down. Pressure is still in the green, which is good. We are running a bit higher cruise RPM. Just that's just a matter of speed. Hopefully we can do the visual. I am able to do, I've never done an ILS approach, or an instruments approach, sorry, with these style of gauges. I probably can do it, I just never have before. What we'll do is we will turn the ILS just in case. But it looks like we're pretty much straight in for the runway though, which is good. Up altitude. See if we can keep our altitude in around 5,000. See, we're still semi-operating by instruments here. We're having patches where we are doing visual, but we also are having times where we're just doing instruments, so something we'll keep an eye on. Zoom this air a little bit here. The aircraft is fairly well trimmed out. So it's kind of broken away here. You still can't see the horizon. You can just barely see the water below us here. We got 116 knots over ground. Estimated time of arrival is 26 minutes. Ugh. Look at that, the aircraft is nice and trimmed out here. Smooth sailing. So I wonder how we gotta do this. So just go nav 1, I guess, and that turns it on. How does this work? Okay. I got it. It's 121.4. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So I think I know how to turn it on when we are close enough. Nose down attitude here. Shed some altitude. Zoom this in a little bit. You can definitely see how someone could get disoriented if they didn't trust their instruments, because yeah, like as of right now, you can't see any horizon, you can't see any ocean, so you wouldn't really know what's up. But trust your instruments, you should be all right. Still doing good for fuel. What this button does. Let's test the lights. Static air has the mic, fuel tanks. But no fuses popped at all. Do have a couple of the lights on there. Just gonna try and keep us on course here. But overall, flight is going well, which is good. The plane does seem to drift to the left a little bit. I don't know if it's maybe the yoke needs to be calibrated, or maybe the rudder pedals have to be. But I know, yeah, I did notice it is pulling us a little bit to the right. Oh God, tired. I don't think this one gives us an outside temperature. Maybe there's a temperature gauge in here. Ooh, some instructions. We are going through the clouds still. This is fun. "41 miles out. Yeah, I think so. After this one, we will go. We might do Nassau. I think we're gonna do Nassau because we'll do a couple of like small island hops, cruise some islands, stuff like that. And then once we'll go for Saint Martin, and then to Grenada. Once we leave from Grenada, we'll be back in the come back to the 737. We might go 747. I haven't flown the 747 in this game yet, so that probably will take some getting used to. Ugh. 5,000 feet. See now, yeah, we are back out of the clouds. You can see that there's water below us. Let's see if we can get a external view here. Oh, yeah, that is loud. Very loud. go back inside. There we go. It's a rather gloomy day today. 18 minutes out, 37 miles. Once we get to about the 20-mile mark, maybe not even that. Might go, yeah, maybe 20 miles, 15 miles. We'll go down to about 4,000 feet. Then we'll continue our descent down. So we're 18 minutes in. If we go 100 feet a minute, at 1,800 feet. We'll probably go 200 feet a minute. Yeah. We'll lose about 4,000 feet in 20 minutes. But we'll just keep her the way she is right now. Reline back up with the GPS here. GPS has 50-mile range, but that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I understand it's that blue line on the GPS. But it says 50 nautical miles, but the airport's not in the range yet. It must be just outside. Looks like we're just skimming the bottom of the clouds here. I'll check the weather. But it is gloomy. Not much out there to see. It'll be interesting to see the approach. I don't know if we're going to be instrument approach yet or not. We're 16 minutes out, 32 miles. Another 12 miles and we'll go down to 4,000 feet. You can definitely see the illusion here, like the illusion of coming up to this cloud here is that you'd be in a nose-up attitude but we're actually in level flight, maybe just a wee bit of a nose-down attitude. That's why it's important to watch the instruments, scan them, check to make sure that you are in level flight, and still trust in the gauges. Lined up with our GPS here. (118 knots over ground). We are pretty much flying straight instruments right now. We're just going to give it a wee bit of nose up trim. There we go. We do have two options for radio contact. We do have Fort Lauderdale ground and Miami ground. Well, yesterday when I was playing, we didn't have much for a little while. Then we got Fort Lauderdale. No, we had Miami Center, which we had for a little bit, and then they went offline, and then the game crashed. But no, hopefully not today. We are right in the soup, so we are. (14 minutes out). a bit of a noise here. A rattle, I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. There's the airplane. Unless it's oh, it's probably raining. That's probably what it is. Gotta get the aircraft trimmed back out now. Oh. We are flying a wee bit of a storm, it seems. It's a matter of watching the instruments and staying on course. We're going through a bit of rain there. Woo. Zero visibility at the moment. Sounds like it is starting to rain again. Aircraft is not level, so let's get us back on track here. Actually going to do, I'm going to put this into a window. Just move it on to my other monitor here, because this is starting to get a little serious. Zoom that in a little bit more, see if we can follow this line. We are pretty much straight instruments right now. 12 minutes to landing. 12 minutes to the airport anyways. Compass still does seem correct. But yeah, this should be interesting. My software has glitched here. Try and create a new one here, see if that nope, that's not what we want. We're going to delete that. We are going to turn on the autopilot here. Just for a sec, just so I can fix this. Remove. That's weird, so we're going to close that. Okay, so once we get rid of that... Okay, so it's fixed there now. So apparently I can't have the GPS open there, which kind of sucks, but okay. Okay, so we are going to drop down to about 4,000 feet there now. Shed some power. bring up the map. So it looks like we are fairly lined up for the runway right now, relatively speaking. Bumpy here, holy moly. We're going to go down to 3,000 feet here. It does look like it is raining out. We're going to tune 121.800. Okay, so we are connected to Miami. And Miami ground, okay. Miami City, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee Alpha.
Miami ground, go ahead.
Miami ground, we're en route to Freeport right now. Are you able to get us the weather for Mike Yankee Golf Foxtrot Airport?
Goodbye. Aircraft calling for weather for. What was the airport again?
Mike Yankee Golf Foxtrot. It's Grand Bahama International Airport.
Wind 300 at 4 knots. Overcast at 170. Temperature 24. Altimeter 3009.
Thanks for that, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha.
No problem. 121.800 at 4 knots. 170. Altimeter 3009. 121.800 at 4 knots. 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 121.800 at 4 knots.
Alright, so according to Miami, we know that it is overcast here. It's just a matter of seeing the airport now. We're gonna get some nose up attitude here. Check the map. Looks like we are fairly lined up for the instrument approach. We need to be a little bit more to the left. See if we can see the airport here at all. Go mixture full rich. Do not have the runway in sight yet. Still don't have the runway in sight. It is 5 miles away, so we are going to lose some more speed here. They do have the tower. Okay, we get the runway in sight here. Put in our first notch of flaps here. Have the runway. I pitched for 70. A little bit more altitude here. Put the next notch of flaps in here. Pitch down. Pitch for 70. Power here. Put the feet on the pedals. A little to the left. Straight in. 2 white lights. Still pitch for 70. We got 3 white lights. Last notch of flaps here. Still pitch for 70. Get some nose down trim there. Yeah, still a little bit to the left. Power back to idle. Flare up. Be a rough landing. Ooh. I have had better landings. But we are on the ground. The game didn't crash, which is perfect. What I like to have. Turn here, I think. No, not there. Keep going down a little bit. OBS is doing some funky stuff today. It's kind of all over the place. Some more gas here. Taxiway coming up here. Ooh. Head over to the tower here, and we'll be all set. Bring the flaps up here, which I forgot to do. There's some more throttle going here. Probably rid of that. I don't even know this is aircraft parking, but guess what? We're gonna park here. Alright, there we are. Bring the throttle up to 1,000. Check to make sure we don't have a live mag. Ooh. Alright, don't have a live mag. I clearly don't know how to work the ignition. And yeah, we can, I don't know if you can turn this one off or not. Yes, it doesn't turn off. Alright, we can turn off our avionics and power back to idle. Power on the lights. We don't need pitot heat on anymore. Turn that off and turn that off. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Another safe landing. A little rough, but not too bad. If you did enjoy, make sure you do subscribe, like the video. If you do have any questions, anything like that, I'm not an actual flight instructor. Just might be able to help you if you have any questions about the game. And yeah, I hope to see you next time in happy landings, buttery landings. Have a good